The disembodied voice of Silent Palpatine, welcoming you to another very, very random 60-second review live stream. I hope you're doing all very, very well on this Monday evening. So tonight I thought I would go to Friday the 13th for no other reason other than the fact that I was playing it last night and really getting on and enjoying it. Today, however, we are not going to be playing the main game. We are going to be doing something slightly different. We're going to be going through the virtual cabin. What is the virtual cabin, I hear you ask? Well, the virtual cabin is effectively, it's a great big Easter egg hunt. So if you haven't played the game and you really, really want to, and you think that this is going to spoil it for you, then by all means, go find another stream. And go and enjoy their wonderfulness. Also, be warned, there is some blood, some violence, some gory imagery that's going to be coming up over the next hour or so, because this is Friday the 13th. This is a horror film. This is Jason Voorhees bringing it to some stupid people that thought it'd be a good idea to drink drugs and smoke alcohol and have underage... No, not underage. Premarital sex. That's the one I was looking for. So, we're going to start off here. First things first, you load up. You got quick play and private match. Quick play just takes you online and just plonks you with a group of random strangers, and then the game starts that way. Private match, as you expect it to be, that's just whichever group of friends you've got at this particular moment in time can all come together and just play it as one. Now, before I actually go into the offline play, which is where the virtual cabin is, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come down here to customize and just give you a quick look at what the game has to offer. Now, this is my preferred counselor. You can choose whether or not you want to be whether your preferred character is a counselor or as Jason Voorhees when the game starts, but you're not guaranteed to be Jason. It's completely random choice. But if you choose a specific counselor, in this case AJ Mason, then you will be that counselor when you start the game. As you can see, each of the counselors have got different statistics. Composure means that she's very, very unlike... she's less likely, I should say, of losing it and becoming really, really scared as Jason goes on. Luck just basically means that her weapons aren't going to disintegrate and what have you. Repair, she's quick at repairing stuff. Speed, a little bit slow. Strength, she's virtually nothing. She's got no real clout whatsoever. Stealth, she's really, really sneaky. So yes, she's my particular favourite because if you go to the clothes, I love that whole kind of gothic look ensemble. And besides which, I really, really like purple. I really do. I adore purple. You've got a couple of other costumes, but as you can see, I've not bought them from the store page. A good thing with this game is that the costumes you do have to pay for, but pretty much everything else is included on the disc. And as far as the costume packs goes, they're only, they're about £1.50, maybe £2, so they're really not that expensive at all. And there's also a few extra kill packs for Jason, which have become released as the game's gone on. Although there is one particular Jason that I really want to get my hands on, but can't. So anyway, let's just quickly flick through the counselors that we've got available. We won't be playing as any of these as we go through the virtual cabin, but it's worth showing you off anyway. And as you can see, all the stats change. The perks, no, there's no perks. There's a few perks in here. Like for honest, you can see what it says down at the bottom there. Special awareness, your chances of stumbling while running and sprinting are reduced. Couple that with composure, it means she's very unlikely to get scared. Nerves of steel, loss of minibap with high fear does not occur. Overall fear is also reduced. That improves the composure skill yet again. So, Chad Kensington. You will definitely recognize Chad if you play the game and it starts off, because he does have this really big mouthy kind of like a Muppet that's just been electrocuted look on his face when Jason turns up. Jenny Myers, Kenny Rydell. Now, if I remember correctly, I think Kenny. Where was it? There was also Sheldon Finkelstein from Part 3, if I remember correctly. He's one of the original, well, quote unquote, original characters from the films to make it in. So is Fox, who was also from Part 3. Mitch, I think he was from Part 3 as well. I think this guy, Adam Palomino, he was one of the original backers, along with the other guy that I mentioned earlier, and he got to get the chance to have his image in the game, along with this guy as well, Eric J.R. LaChapa, that you're going to be seeing fairly shortly, and finally this guy, Brandon Bugsy Wilson, and then we're back to AJ. Okay, now as we hop onto Jason. You know what? I'm not going to show you Jason yet. Not just yet. We'll get to Jason. Now, I am going to keep this... I can't remember if I said this earlier. I'm going to keep this as family-friendly as possible and avoid swearing that much, but... come on. This is a grown-up game for grown-up people featuring grown-up content. So... yeah... So yet again, like I said, we're heading into spoiler territory here. So if you don't want to know anything, then don't keep watching. I don't mind. Oh, wait, no, I've done this one before, haven't I? So I'm on patch 2.0. Let's just ignore that. Ignore that. You're not seeing that. Nothing there whatsoever. Nothing there whatsoever. Okay, so let's go over to the computer here and reset it. Where's the thing? Reset virtual cabin to beta. And there we go. D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D. And it's loading. Just keep loading. Just keep loading. Just keep loading. There we go. Okay, we are up and running. Almost. And here we are. We are in the virtual cabin. Not much that we can do here, really. Pick up books. Have a quick look at them. Check up some facts. Pretty much anything that you interact with will give you some kind of fact about the game or the film series, both, for example. Love is a Lie. However, during filming it was AC/DC's Back in Black that was played on set. Then again, Crispin Glover is notorious for being kind of weird, so it really wouldn't surprise me either way. If you look out the window, see there's a fire out there, and there appears to be some people at the docks. How on earth are you going to get out there? Well, we'll get to that in a while. Here he is once again, Eric J.R. LaChapa. His two best starts are Repair 10 out of 10 and Stealth 8 out of 10. But what do you actually do here? Yes, there's all these things, Fangoria magazine, well, not Fangoria magazine, but all these little bits and pieces that you can pick up and you can investigate. But what do you actually do? Well, like I said, we're going into spoiler territory, so let's head straight in there. If you saw the back of the newspaper, and look at the back of this magazine, you can see there is a clue. Doomed Ocean Liner, Week 6. Now, I am not huge on the Friday the 13th lore, but I do know that the Doomed Ocean Liner was the Lazarus from Part 8, Jason Goes to Hell. Sorry, not Jason Goes to Hell, Jason Takes Manhattan, where most of it took place on a boat, as opposed to in Manhattan. If you look in the newspaper and flip that over, Same thing again. Week 1, furry friend with a purple bow. Now what could that mean? Well, that's Muffin. It was the little dog from part 2 that ended up going missing. So, week 1. And if you look, the first letter that's missing is highlighted blue. Is that our first letter? Could very well be. Which one was the one on this? That's week 5, so that must be the 5th letter. Most films behind the mask. Kane Hodder, who played Jason in parts 7, 8, 9, and Jason X before King Kersinger took over and into Freddy vs. Jason. That door's locked for the time being. What about this one? Oh. Well, would you look at that? There's a cute young couple, half naked, and they're enjoying each other's company in, shall we say, a respectable way, given the film's circumstances. At least they've got most of their clothes on, or at least covering the bits which should be covered. We'll come back to that in a while. And the bathroom door. And here's another camera, getting ready to go into the shower. Jenny Myers. Bum 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 bum. Will she end up dead? Who knows. There's a few other things that you can interact with in here. The bandana. It was worn by Steve Christie, as you can tell, from the original film. Little toy in here. And let's move on. Now, if you look on the walls as well, which is kind of cool, you've got little shots of the production team. Little cameos in amongst the art pictures. Where is it? I think it's this one up here. Yep, this one at the top there. I'm unsure who the guy on the left is, but the guy on the right is Kane Hodder. Jason himself, who bears a kind of resemblance to Diamond Dallas Page, if you know your wrestling. More staff pictures. Let's have a creepy walk into the kitchen. But wait, what's this? There appears to be something on the wall. And it appears to be made up of things that are missing? What could that mean? Another newspaper. Body of Friday the 13th murderer missing. Fit stolen from Wessex morgue. Week 2. Cured meat and famous counsellor. I'm going to be honest, I'm not entirely sure which one that is. I'm really not. And who are you? You are Deborah Kim. It is voiced by veteran Christina V, who helped voice many popular animated and film projects. I'm sure you can look her up on IMDb, and I'm sure she's done fantastically well over the years. Character looks a little bit too young to be a veteran, but you never know, she could have started at a young age. Anything in the bin? Nope, just another little fact. Saying that the fight from part 8 was supposed to take place in Madison Square Garden, but obviously, budget. Budget was the same reason why it ended up taking place mostly on a boat. And to be perfectly honest, I actually preferred the boat section more than the New York section, but then again, that's just me. What is through here? Empty door. Now, here's an interesting thing. We're going to go on later, and we're going to go through the full 3 loops, I think it is, that the virtual cabin takes you on. And every single time, that door is locked. It is yet to open. Now, whether or not on another update there's going to be more content which is going to be locked behind that door, don't know. But for now, it's closed. Totally closed. Pedestal. We will get to the pedestal shortly. Nothing on the table, but let's just return back to the main room before we head upstairs. Just activate this. You get a little note from the from one of the developers.
Okay, so did you want to do an intro? the Virtual Cabin. I'm Chuck Brengard, CEO of Ilphonic, and we are the developers behind Friday the 13th, the game, which you are currently playing now.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans?
Sure. I just want to say thanks for playing and supporting the game. Our fan base has been incredible. This project has exceeded even our wildest dreams, and that's because of all your continued and amazing support.
So where are we?
So this is the Virtual Cabin, 2.0 to be exact. The Virtual Cabin was a way for our backers to check out new art assets and discover a few hidden Easter eggs as we were building the game. It was a really engaging way to show a sneak peek at what we were developing.
So, why bring it back?
A ton of work went into researching the Friday the 13th films for the game, and we wanted to present a fun way to go behind the scenes and learn more about how the movies and the game were made. Consider this as an expanded virtual museum, a space where you can explore the lore of Friday the 13th and take it all in. Who knows? There might even be a few new Easter eggs to discover. If you go digging deep enough. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound so ominous.
Well, it did sound ominous. However, at the moment, there's not really that much you can do. You can't interact with anything, you can't pick anything up. Oh, we have a series of Jason masks that seem to be mysteriously missing a few. And also seem to be in the wrong order. Maybe we'll get to that later. Another newspaper. Week 4. Original mask owner. I think that was Shelley that originally had the mask. Pretty sure it was. Before he got killed. I mean, before he maybe got killed. I don't know. Uh-oh. Maybe spoilers. Yeah, I should have mentioned as well, this isn't just spoilers for the game, this is spoilers for the films as well. Oh dear. One scene raised the ire of particularly was the murder scene of Jeff and Sandra impaled by a spear while having sex on a bed. Never have premarital sex, kids. Okay, Tommy Jarvis is the only, apart from Jason himself, Jason's mother, who only really appeared in flashbacks after the first one. Ariane King, I think her name was, who played the final girl in the original film, and then came back for a very brief moment in the second one. And Tommy Jarvis is the only character to have come back through multiple Friday the 13th films. The pocket knife. A pocket knife may not look like much, but if you've got hold of one, and Jason has hold of you, and a little pocket knife will go straight into his neck, giving you an extra chance to get away. So it's always handy. If you find one and you're playing the main game, grab it, keep hold of it. You should automatically use it if you get caught by Jason. So don't worry about having to scramble around and press a button while you're going through it. Coming soon. Obviously locked. We've got ourselves another pedestal over here. 2 birds. The mystery deepens. And what is this? Jean-Paul Sartre. Can I get... There you go. There's the trigger. No clue on the back of that one. What do we have over here? Is this a document? It is a document. Patient suffers from extreme trauma, night terrors, and is delusional. Well, wouldn't you be after surviving a visit from Jason Voorhees? Okay, so what are we doing in this section? Well, I've toured it round enough. What you're doing in this initial section is... Okay, let's just grab over here and grab this. Is putting together the word guess. You come together and put all the blue highlighted words in the order in which they appear. In this case, this is week 4. So this would be the 4th letter in the sequence. And what is the sequence? Well, let's go to the computer and find out. check for updates, and then enter the password. And what else would it be as far as Jason is concerned but M-O-T-H-E-R. Mother. And there we go, the virtual cabin is getting ready to load. And now we have extra features. I can duck. And I can actually pick stuff up as well. So I'm going to take the hat. Because reasons. Now we can actually interact more with some of the things that are on display. Such as a straw. And what is this? Star Mummy 3! I think this was this part 7? I think it was part 7 that this refers to. Anyway, I'm going to take it. I don't really need it, but I'm going to take it anyway. And here, if anybody who was paying attention earlier, will have noticed while I was listening to the walkie-talkie that was on the desk, that there was something hidden under here. Shoink. It appears to be a mask. Dunk 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 da da dunk. And that will be Jason from... Anybody? No? Anybody? No? Anybody? No? Anybody? No? Part 9. Tell it's part 9 because of the way that the eye is all cut out from that side. We're going to need that for a while later. So let's grab it. As well as unlocking that, we now have this room to move around in. It's the boat the young girl was impaled upon. I'll tell you this, I really don't like the idea of being in freezing cold water for hours at a time naked. I'd just be, ugh. No wonder the poor girl nearly got hypothermia. That's incredible. We're going to need this sheriff's badge as well. Don't know why I was doing that particular accent. It's Friday the 13th is set in the northern states, not the southern states. Oh, yes. Anybody that's seen part 2 will remember this. You look at the poor guy, he's in a wheelchair. You know, obviously you're thinking, well, this is a horror film. Maybe they're going to take pity. Oh, no, no, no. He's got a machete in the face and he's rolling downstairs to his death. Okay, fair enough. Well, we're over here. Bum, 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 bum. Yet another Jason mask. They really hit on a good idea when they put the mask on him. Much better than the bag. Totally, totally iconic. I'm only kidding you. I've seen that before. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is one thing which I really don't like about the Friday the 13th movies, and it is this one thing. Let me get close to the snake so we can see it. The script for the original movie is the Prowler, the name given to the unseen presence that was going around killing everyone, who puts a snake in the cabin. In the scene where the snake is beheaded, no special effects were used. Out of all the kills filmed in the series, the snake is the only one who died. So yes, if you watch the very first Friday the 13th, that is a real snake that is getting chopped in half by a machete. It was a live snake. They killed a snake to make a film. I really don't believe in animal cruelty. I really don't. I think that is one thing which puts me off watching the first film more than anything else, is that particular kill. Because it's totally unnecessary, it's totally gratuitous. There were so many ways that they could have done it without having to kill a poor animal. It's just, no, I so don't agree with that whatsoever. So don't agree with that. Alright, we come over to the diorama. And the diorama doesn't really look right, does it? You've got Well, you've got this guy over here, and you've got Jason over here, but Jason over here looks like he's from Part 9. And this guy, if I remember correctly, was called Steve, and he was in Part 9 too. Well, let's have you, and let's have you. Maybe we can find a better home for you in a bit. If you come over here, we can see some of the excerpts from the script. This is from Part 9. I think this is Part 1? Oh no, this is from Jason X. Where KM goes all dominatrix and... Well, actually, that's kind of hot. Now, if you look down at the bottom of the script, right there, let me just turn it up a bit for you. You've got a blue number 1. That's interesting. I wonder what that means. Well, we're going to come to that in a short while. Ah, poor Snake. Now that we can pick things up, there... No, not on that one yet. Okay, we can start to open things. We can start to have a good look around. Oh, it's a jug. Bum 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 bum. So that's the Gravedigger from Part 6. But unfortunately, it wasn't a jug. It was just a like a half bottle of whiskey. And oh, bottled March 7th. Another blue number. So now we've got a 1 and a 7. Anything in here? There's a ticket. That's blue. Is that supposed to be a 2? Maybe. And in here, bag of potatoes with a number 5. Okay, now I'm going to be honest, this is one of the most obtuse clues in the entire game. It really is confusing. Well, that's simply because that I think it's really that you need to know the you need to know a phone number. I think it's from Part 4 or 5. I can't remember. And if you don't know that, then you're not going to be able to arrange all these blue clues into a telephone number, which is what you're going to need to get through to the next section. I think there's another thing in here. No, there isn't. There's just the stand there. There's nothing else to pick up in here as far as I'm aware. There's another radio. Should we listen?
What was the creepiest part about working on the game?
Oh, for sure, the phone calls.
Okay, sorry. That was great. Can you start over, but this time incorporate the question into your answer?
My bad, yeah. So the creepiest part about working on this game was I get these weird phone calls to my personal phone. We worked on the game for almost, I think it was about 3 years. And every single Friday the 13th, we would get these calls from someone. At first, I thought it was someone at the studio, Paul or Dan or something, but it had to be like an F-13 fanboy or something. They would use this voice distortion and claim to be Pamela warning us to honor the memory of her son. Sometimes they would just laugh into the phone and hang up, but most of the times they would just, complain about the game taking so long.
That doesn't sound that creepy.
It wasn't until one time I called the number back and heard this.
Ooh. There you go. Cruises from Camp Crystal Lake to NYC. Even though it's a lake. Anyway. That's a plot point for another day. So yes, we need to steal this doll from the box. We also need to steal the bandana out of the kitchen. Bum, 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 bum. Why? Why are we doing this? Well, I'll show you. We go over to this diorama. Now this is the Voorhees house from the end of Part 9. All the characters look like they're in the wrong place. So let's have you, and let's have you, and let's have you. So, okay, we need to replace these with the correct characters. So, Stephen goes on the end there. And Part 9 Jason, which is here. Part 9 Jason. And then finally, where is she? Oh, no, that's not the right one, is it? Yes, there you go. That's the right one. That's the right one. There you go. So, that's the end of the Voorhees house. Bum. Although, I will say this, it's a big-ass house for some kind of inbred hick that lives in a swamp. Now we return to this diorama over here. Now let's get this set up, shall we? Yet again, Jason goes in the middle. And Ali goes on the end. And finally, Chris. And a secret has appeared. A patch has been given. Bum 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 bum. As you've noticed, I'm not stopping to look through every single little nod which has showed up in the game because that would just take far too long. But now we've got a first patch. Now we need to hunt out the others. So up the stairs we go. Now, we still haven't got all the Jason masks, so let's rectify that, shall we? It's in the box in here. We've now got the Part 7 mask. Excellent. So now we can set them up. So we should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, that's not right. Anyway, let's take them all off because they're mostly in the wrong order anyway. So, let's start at this, shall we? So now we are after the original one, Part 3. That was why I miscounted, because Jason didn't have the hockey mask until Part 3. Then we're after Part 4, that's Part 5. That's Part 8. Part 7, that's Part 9. Confused now. Okay, let's do the ones which I do definitely know. So Part 9. That's Part 9. Part 8 is this one. Then we've got Part 7, Part 6, Part 5. Part 5. So Part 4, that was the one where he got slashed in the head, so which one's most bloody? That's the most bloody one. Also mentions Tommy Jarvis, so that's Part 4. And we've got 6 and 7. 6 was the one where he came back from the dead. And Part 7 is the very first time that Kane Hodder wore the mask. Alright. Now they're all in the right order, but something just isn't working right. We've got all these Jasons, and wait a second. One of these is an imposter. Part 5. That wasn't Jason in Part 5. If I take that, we now have another tag. Yeah. Alright, so now we have 3. Sorry, no, we've got 2 of the available tags. The patches, I should say. Not tags. So we need to get the rest. Ah! Only kidding. Spider's there because of Part 5's Reggie. Who, let's be honest, if that was me and I was Tommy Jarvis, I would have buried the kid. I wouldn't have killed him, I would have just buried him alive. Just left him there for several days. He was just being a little douche. Alright, now finally we need to remove this because the videotape, Summer Camp, is got nothing to do with this whatsoever. But that is what the game was originally going to be. It was going to be Summer Camp Volume 1. So now we need to start looking through our little collection of objects once more. Now, you got 3 chicks. Could that be for part 3? And what was in part 3? Anyone? Yes, the yo-yo. A very, very obvious 3D effect. It was way before they did the stereoscopic depth 3D effect, and so it really is just achingly obvious how much they wanted to show it off. Oh, I didn't see which number. This was 2. So that will be the sheriff's badge, the sheriff part 2. Now we head back downstairs. Go into this one, which is 1. Now, can you remember which one was from part 1? Bandana. Which just leaves part 4, the blue hat, which is over here. Blue hat. And there's the 3rd patch. And the 4th patch, like I said, it comes from a combination of those blue numbers that you can find in here. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I have got no idea what particular order that they were in. I had to look it up, as I'm sure a lot of people had to with Reddit. Over here you've got an old-style rotary phone. Now, I'm sure that you're interested in what happens if I do this. So we got 1, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 0, 6, 1, 8. Who says rotary phones are cool?
Crystal Lake Police Department. Hello?
Hi, I'm trapped in the woods.
Hello?
No, can you not hear me? No, of course you can't hear you. But that's not the number that we actually need. I just wanted you to hear Crystal Lake Police Department. So we got 1, 5, 5, 5, 3. Ah, wrong number. Ah, damn it. 1, 5, 5, 5. Oh God, you forget how long it used to take to dial a goddamn number. 3, 4, 2, 9, 2, 7, 7. Who's this gets through to?
Who is this? Where is my boy?
She is pissed. There's an awful lot of stuff which I'm not actually looking at during this playthrough, so if you get the game, it's worth spending more time and going over the different items that's on offer. So, okay. Now we just need to put all the patches into the right places. Which does it automatically, thankfully. Ooh. Can anyone hear that? Seems to be coming from down here. What? All these Jasons. Now this is why I didn't show it to you earlier, because you have Jasons from part 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And over here, the one that you cannot get these days for love nor money, well, you probably can do if you've got money, this is the Tom Savini Jason skin. It was specially designed for the game by makeup artist Tom Savini, who did the makeup for the original film, as well as makeup for films such as Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and so on. And this was only available to people who pre-ordered or were early Kickstarter backers for the game. So at present, because I was neither, I can't play as it. It's very annoying. Look at it, it's so cool. Flames coming off it and everything. Oh, it just looks so badass. I can't play with the damn thing. There's blood on the phone.
You can bring him back, you know. There's always a way.
And that's part 1. That is the first loop of the cabin. Now the others get a lot shorter. That's the longest one. That is the longest one out of all of them. So now we go back to offline play. Virtual cabin. Start it all up again. But this time things are going to be different. Nice little drink of water there. Got to keep the old voice box lubed up. As you can see, we started out with Virtual Cabin 1.0 beta, and we're on 1.3 New Game Plus. Things seem pretty much as they were before. Dioramas are in the right place. Things look good round here. Let's have a quick look back in the basement, shall we? Mother beheaded at Camp Crystal Lake. Mother beheaded at Camp Crystal Lake. June 13th, 1979. I wonder if that's important. Let's find out, shall we? Because, I don't know if you remember, but when you get to the computer, you've got the option to change date, and if we look on the calendar... So... change date. June 13th, 1979. Same year I was born, actually. Oh. Well, there was a music change. And that phone in the basement's ringing again. What does that mean? Do I go back down and answer it? Or do I stay up here where it's safe? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Might be someone important. And then I gotta walk through all these Jasons to be able to get to it. One of them come alive and grab me? I don't know. Let's just keep an eye on them, shall we?
You should have been watching him.
And it's all gone dark. The phone has gone dead. What's happening? The power's been cut. And there's someone moving in the house. Here's where things start to get creepy. It's all very Resident Evil 7 at the moment. Look at it though, doesn't it look badass? I so want that skin. I want that skin so much. We still have 2 covers. 2 of them covered. Let's see what's happening upstairs. Lights are off. Definitely. Death. Ooh, told you things are getting creepy. Who else has died? Oh my god. She's had one of her legs cut off. Her back broken. This is horrible. Horrible. He's out there. He's out there somewhere. We can't get out of the house. Door's still locked. Where have the boys gone? They were upstairs. Oh my god, he killed Eric. Stabbed through the back. Oh my god. The horror, the humanity. Let's check on the couple in here. Maybe they're safe. Maybe they're all... Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, she's definitely dead. But wait a second. There were 2 of them. There were 2 of them right here. So where's the other one? Right on the back of the door. A key might be useful though. Thank you, my impaled friend. Oh look, the front door's open. And now things seem to be peaceful. Everyone's dead in here. Well, people are alive out here. Yay! Okay, well before we go any further, I am going to just go to the shed and use the key. Because I might as well get this out of the way with. Get the shovel. There's nothing around there. Well, there's no way to walk around there anyway. So we got... oh, there she is. There's my favourite. Hello. Looking very, very mannequin-esque. Down on the beach. Wow. Well, look at this. Looks like I've got more patches to put up. Let's get a gas can out of there. What could the gas can be for? Ah, must be for the boat. Got to refuel the boat. Here we got a stoner hippie and his chum out having themselves a little late night swim. Yeah, it's totally cool, man. Oh. Right, now yet again I'm going to have to quickly look up the code for this because I'm not entirely. I think this is. I think someone said that this is the date. The date that both of them were. Oh, sorry, the age that both of them were when they were killed. 53/12. I think. So 5, 3, 1, 2. Oh, that was not the code. Yes, it was. Pamela's head in the fridge. Just like it was at the start of part 2.
Come home to mommy, Jason. You know the way.
Very scary. Okay. Now I don't know about you, but I'm so scared. I just need to pee. So I'm going to be right back. Never gone for a pee break before and during a live broadcast, but I'm going to go now. I'll be right back. And there we have it, the fastest pee break on record. Phew! Phew! I'll do that again. So now we have Powerless Head. So some music. Oh yeah, this is so 80s. And over here we've got Fox from part 3, who I have yet to unlock. I think she unlocks at something like about level 25 or something like that. Right, we won't be going up there just yet. Now let's make sure that Jason's dead. He's got to be dead. Well, here's his grave. Let's check. He's got to be dead. Right? Right, that was just our imagination earlier. Somebody killed him, but it wasn't Jason, was it? No. He's definitely dead. He's a corpse. You know what? I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna stab this guy straight through the heart so that he won't never come back, and he'll never be able to hurt anybody ever again. Oh no, it's happening just like in part 6. Keep backing away, keep backing away. He hasn't seen us, he hasn't seen us. Oh shit, he's seen us. No, 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 no! Ah! Ah! I'm fine. I'm fine. We're all fine. We're all fine. We're all good. I honestly don't know why you keep living after you get attacked by Jason there. I think it's just a nice little jump scare, but yeah, it's certainly creepy. I know that. And underneath Jason, we got ourselves another patch. 3 patches down on the boat, so that means we've got 2 more to go. See, I told you that the first section was the longest. Now, if we come down here, oh no. Oh no, everybody's dead. Yep. Yep. And yeah, they're both missing. They're all dead. And ooh. Actually, this is a really good little thing, because in part 3 you've got the 3D effect, and this was kind of one of the 3D effects where you saw at the very end of the pitchfork almost coming right out the screen, except it wasn't, because it's old style blue and red 3D, and it sucked. So now, before we go up to the cabin, let's just enter these spooky woods. Now we have to follow a very specific path, because if we don't, this happens. So what we need to do is, if you look down here, got a bloody machete. Bloody machete is pointing this way to a tree which has got a carving in it. The carving has got an arrow that's pointing this way. And this tree has an arrow which is pointing this way. Now, you do actually still have to be careful at this point, because it's a really tentative little track, and if you step off it at the wrong point, Jason does come back and kill you again, and then you got to start right from the beginning. Ducks. I'm going to be honest, I've got no idea what the ducks are doing there. There's probably something in the films that I missed, but I've got no idea what they're actually doing there at all. But they are pointing over here to this lump of dirt. Ooh. Oh, good job we still got our shovel. And there's maybe Muffin. Not looking too good. Yeah. Big question is, did the dog survive? Didn't it? What was the other dog that got killed earlier? Was that just a mistake when they were making the film and they decided to completely throw continuity out the window? We don't know. Now we got our second patch. Now it's time for the third. Right at the top of the hill. The shack. The cabin. Whatever you want to call it. Jason's home. Illuminated by the moonlight.
I'm home. You did good.
And that's our third patch. Side note, the body that's there is supposed to be the body of Ariadne King's character in part 2. I think her name was Alice in the film. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen the first one. So yes, I think that's supposed to be her, if I remember correctly, because let's call her Alice, because I think it was Alice. Alice ended up, spoiler alert, Alice ended up killing Pamela. And so at the start of part 2, Jason killed Alice, brought her here. It's almost like a sacrifice to his mother. Okay, now we've got the 3 patches. We've reanimated Jason. We've been attacked in the woods. So let's get our butts over to the boat. And let's get the hell out of here. We are patch time. Oh, no, we're not trying to dig it up. Pamela. Grave. Bone. Gas can. Yeah. If we go past the bra over here, then yes. We see they are in fact dead. Dead, dead, dead. Dead as a can of Spam. To quote Red Dwarf. Fill this up with gas, and away we go. Leave the murders behind. We did it. We did it. We got away. The police are there and everything. Thank God for that. I never thought for 1 second we'd be able to get out of that horrible house alive. But we... Oh my God! Knew that was coming up. Okay, so that was our second loop. Second time around. Now, we still have to finish it off. So, we go back once again to Virtual Cabin. Start this off. Another drinky of watery. Wait for this to load itself up. So, new game plus launching virtual cabin debug.exe. What does this mean? Well, in one of the little commentaries, little radio commentaries, I should say. And I think it's the one down by the lake. They talk about there being a debug area. Well, okay, the debug area. Well, how do you get into that? Well, he mentions going through an old school code. Anybody? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? No? Well, if you know old school codes, you know that it's up, up, down, down, left, right, B, start. And there you go. We now are in the debug menu. So let's just change a few things, shall we? Let's map collision off, show collision on. I think display frames, yes, that needs to be on as well. And then close the debug menu. What are we doing in here? Well, here's all the collision boxes of the various items. It's interesting, I know, but it's not really getting us anywhere. But then there's that strange noise. Strange noise, which... I don't know. She's still dead. But something's going on with the door. What is going on around here? Let's investigate this a little bit closer, shall we? Oh! We're in another strange room. Everything's covered in blood. And mold and... little doll on the ceiling. Human head in the wall. Sorry, is this a Friday the 13th film or a Nightmare on Elm Street film? Let's listen to what the radio has to say.
We spent a lot of time tuning the game to make sure it was fun to play as a counselor, and we knew we had it when... Funny guys, hilarious. How long have you been waiting to play that for? Anyways, we finally... Oh, shit! Kane, that's dope. You got me. Oh, careful, bro. Your knife is dripping on the... Oh my god, he's stabbing me!
Ooh. Jason's even killing the developers now. Oh, that sucks. But at least we've got more patches. Okay. There's one patch and... Oh. Another patch. Ah! Oh. What the hell happened there? Did it crash? I think it just crashed. It's obviously reloading though. Which is definitely good, because, you know, I'd hate to leave it there and just have any kind of tenterhooks going forward. 1.7 warning, unstable build. Unstable build? What does this mean? Everything seems to be going nuts. Dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, alive. Do they have both arms on it? No, he's only got one arm when he stood up. Ah! Who's this? My god. It's Ilphonic CEO Chuck Brungart. Oh my god. We have to get out of here. Let's follow the patches. That seems like a good idea. Patches have steered us right before, so let's get all the patches. All of them. Where to now? Okay, oh, he's taking us downstairs again. Oh no. There's Muddy Child, Jason. Okay, Jason's got a patch. Oh, that is just creepy, the way that he's just looking. Oh, it's creepy as hell. This Jason's got a patch. Ah! Whew. Oh, great. All of them. Even little kid Jason. Alright, screw this. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. I've had more than enough of this. Just keep following the patches. Keep following the patches. Still alive. Still alive. Just keep following the patches. Wait, they're going upstairs again? They've just been upstairs. Going soon? We in here then? What the hell is this? Where the hell are we? Everything's gone all science fiction. And to make sure everything is nice and tied in, putting a little nod to Jason X here. This is obviously the inside of the Grendel, the ship from Jason X. Which you know, when you watch it back these days, it's basically Andromeda, just with guts, blood and guts. I mean, the Gene Roddenberry Andromeda, not the Mass Effect Andromeda. That's a different thing altogether. Okay, let's see where else we can go. Oh, help. And that's it. Virtual cabin is now being completed. We've done all of the loops that are available, and as you can see, Uber Jason and the Grendel map coming soon. And that has been coming soon for several months now. That's been coming soon since the game launched in... when was it? It came onto consoles in October last year, and we're now in April. So, no, that's a long time. So, Ilphonic, Gun Media, get on it. We want that Grendel map. We want the Uber Jason skin. And pretty please, can I have one of the Savini Jason skins? Please? Please? Thank you? Please? And that's it. That's it. We are done. That is the entire virtual cabin that's we toured through tonight. Now, there is also, as you might have noticed, there's a lot of other little items and objects that are floating around in the cabin that you can pick up and interact with, and each one will give you a nice little factet about all the work that went into making the films, all the work that went into making the game, and a couple of little sly nods to the fourth wall there, like the director getting killed at the end. So that is it for today. Hopefully you've not had things spoiled. You will check out the Friday the 13th game. I may do another live stream sometime shortly in the future where we can actually play the main game. But the main game is entirely dependent on how decent the other people that you've got playing with you are, and whether or not they've all got mics. There's a lot of people which go on and play it and they haven't got mics, and it is vitally important that you have, because that way you can start to coordinate yourselves properly, and coordination is a way that most of you can get away alive. But for now, thank you very much for watching. You have yourself a very, very good week, a very, very good weekend. Stay safe. I've been Silent Palpatine, and I will see you next time.